Hello and welcome to Accountancy Age's live coverage of Day 2 of Accountex 2016. Today I'm joined by Gary Turner, UK Managing Director and co-founder of Xero, one of the big players in the cloud accountancy software world. Hi Gary, how are you?
I'm great.
How's Accountex? You just finished a seminar, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. It's really noisy, which gives you a sense of how much buzz there is here, so it feels like a really good day today.
Great. So what brings you to Accountex this year then?
So we're on a big journey. Obviously, we're introducing the world to cloud accounting software. For many small businesses, as a new concept, and Accountex is where accountants and CFOs and financial professionals come together to find out about that. So so we're here to talk about what we're doing and spreading the good word about the cloud.
So I think it was today, didn't you, that you announced your half-year financial results. In bullet points, could you give us the highs and lows of that?
Yeah, so in fact it was a full year, so it was the year to 31st of March, and we announced that we've now reached 717,000 customers globally, and I'm really pleased on behalf of the UK that we're now at 133,000 subscribers in the UK on Xero, which is up, in fact, 50,000 more than it was 12 months ago. So although we've been in the UK for about 6 or 7 years, we're still growing at a pretty high rate. And in fact, we grew our revenues by over 80% in the last 12 months as well in the UK. So I'm feeling really good actually about the numbers that we've just published.
How do these figures match to your competitors who are trying to keep up with you in what seems a very crowded space?
So we think that there's nobody doing exactly what we're doing. So there are other products in the marketplace, but nobody's actually approaching it the way that we are. And we've got a lot of respect for some of the guys that we kind of grew up with, so Free Agent and those guys that have been around for a while. But we're not really seeing anything coming from the likes of Sage or Intuit, so a lot of price discounting, trying to kind of make up for some lost time. But nobody's delivering the innovation and the value that we're delivering to our customers. And in spite of the noise and in spite of what is quite an intensive marketplace, competitively, we're still pumping out like 50,000 new customers in a year. So feeling really good about.
So the competition is just noise to you guys at the moment with Sage. That's a good thing to have. So last year you announced that you hit the 100,000 UK subscriber mark. So where are you now, a few months on, and what's your next big target to hit?
So as I say, we just announced 133,000 customers. So we announced 6 months ago 100,000, and we've added over 30,000 in the last 6 months. And so we see that although those are pretty significant numbers, and in fact, as far as we can tell, there are more people using Xero than there are products like Sage 50 that have been around for 30 years. We're still at the beginning. We think that the addressable market for a product like Xero is measured in the millions in the UK and in the tens of millions globally. And so although we're doing well, we're still at the very beginning of what we think is like a 20-year shift to cloud technology.
A lot of these cloud technology companies have announced commercial tie-ins and partnerships with like big technology players. You've announced yours with the biggest, arguably, Google. So tell me more about that tie-in and what does it mean for UK accountants?
So in the last 12 months we've reached strategic agreements with Apple, Microsoft and Google. And so what we're seeing is the big brands in technology recognize that small businesses are a huge opportunity for them. It's not just a consumer play for Google and Apple and Microsoft. And some of the integration that we've built specifically into Apple iOS and obviously our mobile platform, but also on Microsoft with Office 365 and Google with Gmail, right inside of Xero has never been done in accounting software before. So with those big guys, we're actually coming up with completely fresh ways of servicing that small business audience, helping them take care of their business affairs more effectively, in a way you couldn't have done in the old world of desktop software.
And what sort of message do you think that sends to the world of cloud accounting software that Google, Apple, Microsoft, all these big players are now signing up to the guys like you who a few years ago not many accountants may have heard of? Like what's that saying for the message of this sector, and how exciting is the future for you guys?
I think it really validates not just the cloud. So we didn't invent cloud.
No.
We can't take all the credit for it, but it validates the model of delivering services and value on that kind of cloud platform. But I think also validates the importance that accounting and finance and that small business play has for those larger brands as well. So it validates us, it validates the cloud, even though we're new, we've been only around 10 years. It's now the default way that businesses are going to be using and consuming technology. I think it's great news that we've got the big guys coming in and giving us their thumbs up.
Brilliant. And so last year, Xero appointed Paul Bupit as your first head of accounting in the UK, a newly created position, which is quite interesting for the accounting profession. So what's he done to improve Xero services? And is that role kind of bridging the gap between you guys and the accountants?
So we have over 4,000 accounting firms in the UK working with Xero, working with their clients. So we get lots of feedback every day from them. We also have a user group of accountants and bookkeepers that come together pretty frequently throughout the year, helping us with some of our bigger decisions and where do we go with the product. And what Paul does is really bridge the gap. And he's still running an accounting firm by day, and so he's got a foot in both camps. So he can be really honest with us about where we should be going and how to validate and build our product and our value proposition for accountants. But he's also inside the tent, so we can be much more intimate with him about some of our internal thinking. And so it's working really well, having that kind of objective mentoring from a professional helping us build a product.
Well, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Gary, for coming over to the Accountancy Age Jobs stand, and good luck for the rest of the show. Thanks very much.